crazy, mixed-up world, amusement parks can be our escape from the trials of our normal lives. The smell of popcorn, the deafening roar of roller coasters, it all makes me happier than a kid in a candy store. But if there's one thing I love more than visiting amusement parks, it's building them. RollerCoaster Tycoon started that love affair for me back in 1999, and the newest game by UK developer Frontier looks to continue it. Now, the guys at Frontier are no strangers to theme park games. They're responsible for many of the RollerCoaster Tycoon games, as well as Thrillville, Scream Ride, and several other mobile titles. The last couple of years found them working on the sci-fi epic Elite Dangerous, but with their new game, Planet Coaster, they've returned to the theme park building sim world, and they're looking to reclaim the throne as coaster building king. Newcomers to the genre will find it easy to start building right away, as the game's friendly UI makes it easy to construct their own park from scratch. There are quite a few pre-made shops and coaster tracks to just plop down in front of a walkway, as well as tons of scenery options to fill out all the empty space in between rides. But like any good simulation game, it's when you take a closer look at the details does Planet Coaster truly shine. The game offers levels upon levels upon levels of micromanaging, from staff training to refurbishing rides, to even the salary of your burger vendor. Your park is truly your own, and Planet Coaster does an amazing job at giving you all the control you could ever want. In addition, Planet Coaster offers an unprecedented level of customization, right down to the rotation of your garden lights. The game gives you complete control over every little detail in the park. And thanks to the Steam Workshop, the game's developers have opened the door for seemingly unlimited possibilities with user-generated content. By embracing the modding community, people are now able to create and share their own personal concoctions with players all over the world. In developer interviews, Frontier stated that they're focusing a lot of their attention on the individual guest. Unlike a lot of other simulation games, they're not taking any shortcuts in making the park's guest just as important as the rest of the game. Everything from the individual character design to the crowd fluidity to the walking motions have all been crafted with the utmost care, injecting some much needed personality into the genre. And because of the effort put into making them feel like actual people, rather than just mindless cash drones, the game feels so much more alive. Now, I love the original RollerCoaster Tycoon. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but that game was all about the park. It was about building the coolest coasters and rides and making the most money. In a sense, it was all about the business. Sure, the game supplied hundreds upon hundreds of people to populate your park, but they were mostly there for giving you money and vomiting all over the place. In fact, now that I think about it, the people in these Tycoon games feel more like a responsibility than anything else. You entertain them, you clean up after them, you keep them safe most of the time. And while it's true that the main goal is to get them to enjoy the park and all the rides in it, the only way that they can validate their enjoyment is with their wallet. Of course, that doesn't take anything away from the game. Tycoon games have been and always will be about the business. They're about money first and people second, which is why Planet Coaster feels so special to me. It's a simulation game focused around the experience of being in a theme park, rather than owning one. You might not be the actual guest, but more than ever, you can feel what they feel. As you put your finishing touches on a ride that you spend hours constructing, the payoff is not only monetary, but also emotional. You can see the guests' reactions while riding a coaster, whether they're enjoying it or screaming in terror. They'll run towards newly opened rides, hoping to be first in line. And hey, remember that burger vendor whose salary we increased? We actually see her enthusiasm for working there in the game, not just as a colored bar that says happy. Yes, you still have to manage your finances, wrangle your park staff, and occasionally deal with the tidal wave of puke, but the game's presentation might be the defining feature of Planet Coaster. Seeing the guests' excitement and reaction to rides, things that I have built myself and spent hours upon hours creating, is way more rewarding than any profit chart could be. And when a game can connect to me on a personal level, especially one coming from a genre that glorifies staring at numbers and charts, it's done something right. So while other theme park games have encountered some problems as of late, it's comforting to know that another game will be there to step up and lead the amusement park sim genre. Planet Coaster is a game that rose out of necessity. and it looks to fill that gaping hole in my heart that so many previous theme park games left behind. The game is beautiful, it's deep, and it's every bit as fun as the first RollerCoaster Tycoon was for me over 15 years ago. For more on Planet Coaster and everything else video games, stay tuned to GameSpot, and thanks for watching.